What's going on, guys? Bexio back, and today we had a brand new video. This time looking at Wall Street Bets and the Memefolio, seeing how it performed for this whole year of 2021, just about, because I did start this 10 months ago, going into the top stocks talked about in Wall Street Bets, and we're gonna see how they perform, if they beat the index, if they beat the stock market, and how the returns actually look. But before we get into that, if you are not subscribed, make sure to smash that sub button because we're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. But let's jump right into this. The first stock that was on Wall Street Bets was Apple. And if we look at Apple, we can see that it has actually had an amazing year here at up 32.5%. Very great year for Apple. That alone beats the index. The index is only up like 28%. So Apple clearly beating the S&P 500. That's the index. You see, very good year for Apple. Nothing to complain about. They killed it. And we'll see them into next year probably kill it as well. Maybe not as much because they had very good numbers this year. But Apple up 32.5%. Had $100 billion earnings report in one quarter. They were just absolutely massive and killing it. So they did a great job. Good pick for Wall Street Bets. Next up, we have Blackberry from Wall Street Bets. Now, this looks like it would have been a very good stock. 40%, 40.5%, absolutely killing it. Great gains, but it's not actually that good of a stock for the majority of people who got in, because the vast majority of people were not in at this $6 price. They were in closer to $12 to about $25 was the peak. There could have still been people buying in around here. So it looks good for a zoomed out year, up 40%. But when you see the majority of people in on this increase here, and then also this one, it's actually not that good. So, and we'll be able to look at the exact prices for when all these were talked about. And I have the Memefolio that we're going to go after all of this stuff. But Blackberry looks good. Really not good for the vast majority of people who got involved. Third, we've got Amc Entertainment. These guys crushed it. We're the second victim of that short squeeze attack from Wall Street Bets. But again, this number a little misleading. 1,100%, almost 1,200% gain on the year for AMC. Ridiculous numbers, absolute crazy stuff. And one of the best stocks of the year of the entire stock market, which is a little crazy. But the majority of people also didn't get this. But you can see a little difference with the chart here. A lot of people who got an AMC actually did do pretty well for themselves in a few 100% of gains. So it's still a good stock. Great pick for the Wall Street Bets hedge fund. One of the best performing stocks of the entire year. And they have it in their portfolio. Wall Street Bets hits yet again on a nice little 1,100% stock. And fourth, we have AMD. A little bit of a step away from the meme stocks here. For whatever reason, AMD was on the Wall Street Bets radar, and it was a very well-performing stock, 56%. You see the chart, just a nice little move up. So not a lot of losers in this. When you talk about buying at peaks, you're still up from buying at this peak. And the second one, which is the nearing end of the year, which you would be down. But for the majority of the year, with a lot of people getting in, this is a very good stock for a lot of people. AMD, don't know why it was on Wall Street Bets radar, to be honest, because it isn't a meme stock. It wasn't a short squeeze attack. It was just the fourth most talked about stock on Wall Street Bets, and it actually had a very, very good year. So Wall Street Bets hasn't missed yet. All of their stocks are great performers if you had it at the right time, excluding Blackberry. But next up is one that got a lot of people burned, and that would be Sundial Growers. So this is another one where you look at the chart and say plus 21%, almost 22%, and think that's got to be pretty good. But if you look at this chart, you see this extreme peak, and then it just fell off. And unfortunately, this peak area was where the majority of people bought in, was where the majority of Wall Street Bets hype kind of started, where people got in. This was, I think, another attempt at a short attack. Didn't really work out, as you can see. Lost a lot of the steam and hype as soon as the price started going down. And it ended up not being very good for the portfolio of Wall Street Bets. So it is one of the couple losers on Wall Street Bets. And you can see this chart, the way it's similar to Blackberry. And that's why Blackberry was a loser as well. Unless you got in before Wall Street Bets hype or started talking about it, you got burned a little bit here. Next up, we have Palantir. This stock, a lot of people super hyped on it. Not even just Wall Street Bets, just across the board, the media, the hype, you want for this company to succeed. And it still could very easily succeed. A year is not a long period of time to kind of judge these companies, but you see down 25% for the year, even with these extreme Wall Street Bets and media hype. This wasn't only Wall Street Bets, but a lot of people in this area getting burned because of listening to Wall Street Bets or the media. A lot of the media. This was more media than Wall Street Bets' fault or like pick. But this one is a loser stock for Wall Street Bets. Clear out anytime you bought during the year, or during, if you bought earlier in the year, you would still be down today. So it is very tough scene. But Wall Street Bets, this hedge fund, this fund of retail investors on a Reddit thread somehow managed to pick massive winners where the losers just don't matter. And crazily enough, Tesla was on the Wall Street Bets radar. I guess this stock was attacked from hedge funds quite a bit. A lot of people were shorting it. A lot of people went against Tesla. And you see that it just didn't matter. It just found a way to succeed. Got all the way to $1 trillion market cap. It just went crazy and up 51.92%, almost 52%. Another amazing pick for Wall Street Bets. Tesla is basically been against the hedge funds, against the shorts and everything, because they've been betting against Tesla for the entire time up until Tesla finally just succeeded. So Wall Street Bets going with Tesla still fits their type of personality of going against the grain, and this one worked out for them yet again. And Wall Street Bets is getting pretty scary of how good of a fund that this retail subreddit might actually be. And then finally, the last stock to talk about, GameStop. This was the killer of Wall Street Bets. They went after the GameStop shorts, saw that it was extremely overshorted, attacked it, and this was where all of it all started. The controversy with the shorts, with the hedge funds, with the suits, retail versus the suits, and this stock made people a lot of money. Unfortunately, there isn't all great stories because you can see this price, $347, would be down about 50%, maybe a little bit more than 50%, if you were to buy those peaks, and we know people did. So overall, it's a very good push. You see 675% for the year. Crazy numbers being able to push out from Wall Street Bets. Again, you benefit if you're in early enough, but if you didn't buy these peaks and still bought these like dips stuff, which people did do, you would still been all right. It wouldn't, you know what? Looking at these prices, basically, if you weren't early, you got wrecked a little bit here. So this follows the MO kind of, but there's a lot of people who made a lot of money on GameStop and Wall Street Bets. If you did it at the right time and stuff, I guess that you would have gotten pretty lucky and gotten a lot of a big return. Finally, we can look at all of this together because I made a video about 10 months ago. So not a full year, but 10 months of the year being into these Wall Street Bet stocks. And I still have that portfolio today. It is this right here. And you can see we are at $80,991.41. Absolute crazy gain. 61.98% up on the year. That is crazy stuff. And you can see the winners and losers. So this is a 10-month ago period. So you see Apple, a gainer. The biggest losers, or the only losers, are Blackberry, Sundial, and Palantir, which are down substantially. Those, I mean, 23%, 73%, and 34%. Those are big numbers to be eating and taken down. And I don't think Blackberry or Sundial have a chance at all to recover or find any type of steam again. So I think those would be ones, if you're actually invested in these, to absolutely cut the losses. But you see just these massive numbers. AMC 392%, GameStop 201%, So this was 10 months ago. This was into the hype. So this is a lot of not getting the full, like, 1,000% gain, 700% on AMC and GameStop, but still massive gain nonetheless. And, the portfolio, the Memefolio has beaten quite a bit of hedge funds. That's going to do it for 2021, the year in review. The meme stocks beat the hedge funds, got a better return than those guys, beat the S&P 500. It just went absolutely crazy, and it was a great year for WallStreetBets. And I'm going to keep this Memefolio around and see what happens in 2022 and beyond, see how it actually starts to fan out, if it continues going up or if we start to see that dip down. But as always, guys, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. See you guys in my next video.